Hello, hello. It is a Monday morning. Oh my goodness. We are in April. Like, what is it? Today's the 14th of April. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe how fast that this month is passing. I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. I'm going to tell you what, Mondays are tough for me. Mondays are tough for me, and I can't explain it. I love what I do, but I find myself getting lost with uh, my schedule on Mondays. And so, for example, last night before I went to bed, I thought I'm going to look at my calendar because, I usually have a Mondays off for planning and throwing in extra appointments that I maybe, need to play catch up on or whatever, and looked at it last night at about 10 p.m. and I saw that I had a 9:20 appointment this morning, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, how did that even happen?" So I literally was scrambling because I was like, I have to be ready to be in a virtual meeting by 9:20 and on a Monday. And so, you're kind of just keeping your fingers crossed and praying that, Monday's going to go smoothly. So far, so good. No complaints yet. I don't want to hear about it if you've got a complaint. The point is we got to stay positive. We got to be excited to be alive. And you know what? It only gets better from here. You have to keep telling you that. I don't even care if you're down in the dumps today. Tell yourself, hey, a bad day is still only 24 hours, right? Right. Okay. So, and you know what? You sleep maybe 6 to 8 of those hours. So it's not really 24 hours long. So keep your head up. Get excited about being alive. I just got off of an appointment with a client, and you could tell the stress was in his voice when it comes to what's going on with him financially. And I'm like, stay encouraged, because you know what? That stress is there for a reason. The stress is there to let you know that something's wrong and you need to fix it. And guess what? You've come to the right place. You're going to be able to fix your financial situation, whatever that means for you. It may take you a minute to get into the strategy that's going to work for you, but that's what the channel is about. We're giving you options. We're opening up ideas to you that maybe you had never, ever heard of before, and it may change your life as it did mine. Okay. So I hope that you guys are ready to see what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today is I'm going to introduce you to my Facebook group. You may already be a member of the Facebook group. If you are, congrats. If you're not, you can jump over there and join that private page. But what I want to show you is some of the questions that we get in that group and what it looks like when we have this team of members in there that are helping each other. And I want to pat you on the back. Or am I patting myself? No, I'm patting you on the back because I don't even have to get on there and answer questions. I look at them every day. But you know what? The members of the Facebook group, you really help each other out, and you really give these ideas that I would come up with the same ideas. And I'm so proud of the Facebook group, so proud of what you're talking about in there. So I'm going to share my screen, and it's going to be my Facebook page, just so that you guys can kind of get an insight to what it looks like when we have members going in and asking certain questions. You may have the same questions. So I thought I'm just going to pull it up here and, see what you all think about this. See if maybe it can help you with your own questions. So first, I'm going to put the link into this YouTube Live so that you can join the private Facebook if you have not joined it. Want to make that opportunity available. So the link is now coming to the chat. All right. So let's go to that page and see what it looks like. I'm going to be sharing my screen if I know how to do this. You all know that I am a mental midget when it comes to understanding how to do some things. So wait a minute. Where am I? What's happening? Oh, share. Lord have mercy. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Just be patient. Be patient. I'm over 50. I'm allowed to be like this. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Yay! Okay, are you all seeing what I'm seeing? If so, you are seeing that we have a question here. It says, I am looking to buy a new house that I got all of my debt paid off using Velocity Banking. Yay, Derek! Derek is probably on this live. He is on a lot of my lives. I wonder which offer I should choose. Any advice for my first lien HELOC? Fixed 100% home equity 5 years, 10.5%, or fixed 100% home equity 6 to 10 years at 11%. So, what would I say here? Well, I'm going to tell you what I would say is one, I don't like those interest rates. I know they're fixed, and I get everybody gets really, really insecure when it comes to what the percentage rates are. But, you know, the average right now for a first lien HELOC seems to be about 8%. First off, that seems 10.5, 11, that seems a little bit high. So I might want to look at that. Now, another thing though is the 100% home equity. That is different. Usually in most states, it's about 85 to 90%. Okay, so the loan to value, I think you're talking about, is 100%. That's unusually high. So not a bad idea, but I want to go into the comments and I want to show you what people say because people are so smart. All right, where is it? What's happening? Okay, there are no comments. What's going on? It says 9, but it's not letting me see it. Okay, that's not fair. I only see one. What about infinite banking? And Kelly, you're on here, I believe, right now, and that is a great question. I love it. Let's do what Derek replied. Ah, here's the comments. I can do that, but I haven't signed for a mortgage or anything, so I wanted to buy the home first with the first lien HELOC. Derek, that is a great answer. Yes, I also fund with my HELOC. So you guys are learning so much. Rob, your question is great. Who's giving 100% on a first lien? Let's get the answers because you all may be able to use this. My credit union is Utah First Credit Union. See, guys, this is such good information. Ah, love it. Okay, so let's go on. Sophie says, as a newbie, that's just getting started. You should seek the assistance of a professional. Oh, we got a scammer. So look what happens when we have a scammer. If it'll let me. Okay, so we go down here and we'll remove comment and ban author. So anytime I have scammers, and I do often, they get banned. So if you want to get banned, try to put you an ad in here, okay? Because we're not about ads. All right, let's see. An anonymous member says, new to this group and Velocity Banking, still watching videos and reading. Do I know that word voraciously to get my head around this? Question for you. Subject matter experts pertaining to my mortgage payoff. Okay, I'm getting very confused because I feel like that I'm having senior moments that I can't understand these words. Okay. I have 120,000 remaining on my mortgage and this is the only debt we have. Congratulations. Home is valued at 285,000 and we shouldn't have an issue qualifying for a first or second lien HELOC. We have 7,000 a month cash flow. I don't even know if I have 7,000 a month in cash flow. That is awesome. Do they mean cash flow or do they mean income? Let's think about that for a minute. Credit scores are 790 plus for both, and we are good stewards. Awesome. The priority is to pay off the mortgage as fast as possible. I'm ready to go right now with a HELOC, but we're reluctant to put our home in jeopardy with the market fluctuations recently. We are learning together as we navigate this new venture. I am thinking of using 30,000 of a HELOC and using chunks to pay off this in 1.5 years, according to the calculators. Awesome. If anything goes awry using a max of 30,000, we can dig into savings and pay this off and life goes on. Or with our concerns, is there another debt tool that would work too, but maybe not as fast? What am I missing in this scenario? Remember, I'm new to this and this is my initial foray into this. I tried to cover everything, but if you need additional information, please do not hesitate to let me know what it is. Thanks in advance for reading this lengthy post, and all replies are greatly appreciated. This anonymous member must be super smart using these big words. Sorry, let's go down here and see. Kathy says, if you live in a state that does allow for an all-in-one or first position HELOC, I would definitely go for that. You do not have to take a minimum amount. Let's just say it's 400,000, but you only take 250 and utilize that. But with your credit history score and cash flow, you will tear that up in no time. And being in the first position, it is much more safer than the second position, meaning it'll never get closed down like a second position could get called in. Kathy, great information. I am with you. I would not go as far as to say that it would never get closed down because we have no idea what the banks will come up with next, but it is in a better position than the second position. I like your answer. Thank you for that. Let's see. I'm in Illinois and acquiring the first position is doable. Okay, good. All right, so I like your answer, Kathy. You did good there. We got another Kathy. I would say if you already have the HELOC, then use it with the chunk method. No sense in paying closing costs for a first lien. Paying off in 1.5 years at a 7,000 cash flow with interest you pay will be less than the closing costs on the first lien, and then you will have the HELOC available if you need it. I would try to get as much as you can on the HELOC. 75 would work well for you. Don't you just love the way they mingle? The way people jump in there and they want to help each other out? That's why I love what's going on with this Facebook group. And if you look, they give detailed answers. They're just not in here because they think it's fun and cute that they're getting to be in a Facebook group. They're giving detailed, awesome answers that are absolutely needed in these situations, and they're very, very good advice. So that's what I said, is I don't really have to say a lot in here. But the point being that the members are getting so educated in velocity banking, they're able to help each other get ideas. So we had one saying the first lien, that's the way to go. The other person is saying, oh, well, you already got 30,000. Why don't you just hang there and do that? I mean, both are great answers. It just depends on whatever this guy or lady is comfortable using. We want you comfortable. Just like I was saying with the guy I just worked with, he was very stressed out about using the first lien. Then I'm like, there's other options, check out MoneyMax, check out the IBC, but do not be stressed out about whatever strategy you have chosen, because it shouldn't be stressful. It should be exciting. Okay. This is exciting when you're talking about getting in control of your money. I want you excited. Okay. So we've got more answers here. Ivan, you're always super good with what you say. Stating you both are good stewards was enough for me. You're patiently learning how to do this right. I applaud you both. You will do great. Is that precious or what? Ivan, you are super awesome over there in Myrtle Beach. That's awesome. Thank you guys for those answers because that really helps people to do well when they get all kinds of ideas and then you're supportive and you're keeping them encouraged. People need encouragement. All right. Kelly, you said, have you looked into infinite banking? It's truly the step beyond velocity banking. I'm in Christy's April class. Yes, you are. And we just had a class on it. You are in a perfect position for it. Yes, he is, Kelly. Thank you for sharing that. You know what? People don't consider that infinite banking can get you out of debt as quickly as velocity banking if you are set up correctly. So, I have links for that, of course. You guys are very, very encouraged to check out the infinite banking. That is what I use. I love, love, love it. And Kelly, you are doing a great thing by making people think. Okay. Here's another one. When using a line of credit such as a PLOC, does it drop your credit score the same as a credit card when maxed? Okay. Oh, wow. Let me read the answers first because I have an answer to that. John says most likely being maxed out would bring up your utilization ratio. That said, if you're doing velocity banking and just started, you shouldn't worry about your credit score right now. You can bring it up later as your debts go down. Second, if you have already done it, that's one thing, but please try to keep a good number of free space in your PLOC for emergencies. I tell you what, John, that is an excellent answer right there. Excellent. I was going to say the same thing. Is one, why would you ever max out your line of credit? I do not do that. I don't. In the last few years, I have not let my lines of credit get over 50%. And only when I know I have a plan that they're going to be coming right back down quickly because I like to have that money available to me in the event I need it. As far as the credit score, same thing, people. Same thing. If you already have a line of credit, why do you care what your credit score is? The point being that the only time I'm concerned about my credit score is when I'm getting ready to work on that next line of credit. Okay. For example, I went in this morning and looked at my credit score and it was down 60 points. 60. Okay. And if I were some of you guys, I would be like, oh my gosh, my credit score. But no, when I'm not looking for a line of credit right now, and I am doing a lot with my lines of credit right now. So when, say you have $120,000 available in credit lines and you're going to be using, 40,000 of that, there's things I'm doing right now that I'm using the lines, right? So yeah, I expect my credit score to plummet for a minute, but I don't even care. When I go to move into that next HELOC or whatever I'm going to get, then I'll be like, okay, let's work on the score, make sure it's over 700 at least. Let's play with our numbers here, get our credit card debt down, get our lines of credit in order. All that matters when you need it. When you are doing velocity banking and you already have a line of credit, then I don't care what your credit score is, and you shouldn't either. Okay. So good answer, John. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Okay, so anonymous member, great point. Thanks for this info. All right, Kathy says mine has been a roller coaster, or mine has roller coastered. Okay, a little, but it's not a big deal since I already have the line of credit. Thank you, Kathy. Great answer. Great answer. All right, I think we got the answers we wanted there. Let's go to the next one. What is this? I have a HELOC for 75,000 at 8.75, PLOC at 10,000 for 12.45%. Just got a new roof and moved debt to the HELOC for a total HELOC debt of 65,000. The HELOC is difficult. Difficult. Why did I have difficulty saying difficult? to do velocity banking with. Paper checks only, can't link to the checking account. It was the only one I could get. That's not a good situation. Okay. Income is 4,800, expenses are 3,500. Everything but 1,400 is on credit card each month. And I'm thinking of taking 5,000 at a time of PLOC linked to checking to pay down the HELOC, then do velocity banking, repeating when the 5,000 is paid off. Does this sound like a good idea? Any other suggestions? Appreciate your help. So let's go down here and read. Anonymous member says, I have to use a paper check to draw out, pay bills, etc. I can pay the HELOC down online, but it takes a few days to go through. Ouch. Ouch. You know, when I see that, the very first thing I thought of is you've got to look at another HELOC eventually, because they should not be that hard to use. It really should not be that hard to use. So that's the very first thing that I thought was, let's get into another HELOC, because that one seems like it's pretty difficult. But you can use it. And I kind of like your idea of using the PLOC to chunk down the HELOC, since it's so unavailable. And you've got such a high balance on the HELOC right now. So I'm kind of with you. Let's do the 5,000 chunks on that until you can get your credit score in a better place, get more equity in your home, and then turn around and maybe move that into another HELOC. I think you're right. I think you're right on track. Oh my gosh, my post on Saturday. Do y'all like this? If you don't want it forever, you don't want it today. Give me some ideas in the chat as to what that means to you. If you don't want it forever, you don't want it today. I'm anxious to hear what you all think about that. Okay, and I'm going to go back to I might stop sharing here a second, just so I can see what you guys are saying out there. Okay. There's it. Kelly, I knew you were on here. Okay. Just finalized my HELOC and my interest rate is 10.5. Okay. That'll work. I don't want you to be discouraged. And Kelly, thank you. I don't want you to be discouraged because you have a 10.5 HELOC. Okay. And that's the interest rate. But the point is that, oh, it's my daughter calling. The point is that you have a HELOC and you're using it correctly, because if all of your income is going into that HELOC and then your expenses are coming back out, you should be keeping the balance lower just because you're using all of your all of your income in the HELOC, okay? When you've got a situation to where you only are allowed to use checks out of the HELOC, that's quite crazy, because I don't even know how I would use that. And I'm wondering, why can't they link that to a checking account? Why? I don't even know how that would work. That's what I'm hoping, that eventually they'll be able to move on into a regular HELOC, and regular meaning the HELOCs I've had have always linked to my checking account. So I don't know. That's kind of different. Let's see here. Tammy says, I was just working on my Money Max account. Love all of your videos and teachings. Thank you so much for sharing that, Tammy. So the Money Max, actually, are we going on today? I think we're going to do a live today. Are we doing a live today? Yes. So yeah, we're going to be doing a live in about an hour. Okay. So you all can be signing right back on here in just about an hour. We're going to be doing a live talking about the Money Max. So thank you for that, Tammy. We're going to be having a live tomorrow night too. The reason, just like I was telling the guy I was just on in the appointment, is he was stressing out about the first lien. Guys, you shouldn't be stressing out about any strategy that you're using. So what we're doing with him is getting him educated in the Money Max, getting him educated in the infinite banking concept so that he's going to know what he wants to do. You want to know what you want to do, right? Oh my goodness, why is everybody calling me? So it's important that you know what strategy you're going to use and you're comfortable with it and you're excited about it. Okay. Oh, Christy, change what you say about yourself. I know. Okay. I'm sorry. You're talking about back when I was talking about, oh my gosh, can't do this tech stuff and I don't know those big words, right? Tell the truth. Let's see. Welcome to Tiffany's. Christy, is there a way to ensure that it is you that I'm talking to when I'm being connected with with Chris and Uggle's team? Just want to make sure I'm dealing with your people. Is there a good way? Chris and I were just talking about that, so that's funny that you even brought that up. Is there a way? They're supposed to say something regarding Fantastic maybe when you first show up there. You can send me an email and ask me. You can go to my contact form and send me a direct link wanting infinite banking information, and then I can send that straight over to them. I mean, there's a few ways to ensure it, I guess. Okay, so I hope that helps. My link should get you straight there, but I'm very glad if you go through my link, and I will put that in here just so you have that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll put my link in here, and then if you went through this one, then yes, it should get you straightway there. Okay, now I am going to take off my sweater because it is getting cool in here. Cool in here. It's getting hot in here. What am I saying? It is supposed to be a little warmer today. Have you guys had the cold weather? It was so chilly Saturday that I literally didn't even want to be outside because we were going outside to walk the streets. There's some really neat streets around here that you can walk, and they got little stores to look at, and they got crazy people walking on them. So that's exactly what we were wanting to do on Saturday. And it was so cool that I was miserable and I didn't want to do it. Okay, let's see here. Let me look at your all's comments in here. Kelly is talking about infinite banking again. I take it she really loves it. I love it. I love infinite banking. The difference between infinite and velocity, totally two different concepts. Totally. Oh my goodness. Like you're talking about becoming your own banker in one, and then velocity banking is helping you use lines of credit where you're using a line of credit then to pay off your debt. So it's just two totally different concepts. I love them both. Let's see. Good morning. Hello, hello. I can't wait to be out of so much debt. I'm so excited for you too. I have so much equity in my house. How can I get a HELOC? My credit score is below something. How do I go about it? Please help. Well, if you have a low credit score, you're going to have to build that up a little bit. You've got to build up your credit score before you're going to be able to get a HELOC. And if you're talking about a second position, you're talking about around 680. The best way I have seen to build a credit score is using your credit cards correctly, meaning you're revolving them more often, right? Meaning that if you have a $200 payment per month on the due date, then you're paying $50 per week. Okay. So if you have a $100 payment per month due on the due date, then you would pay $25 per week. So that's the best way I have seen to build credit, to really boost that credit score quickly. So try that. See if that helps for you as well. Let me jump on down here a little bit. You guys have really brought in NFCU. Kind of, not really. Sign up with Money Max next week. All right. I'm super excited for you. That's awesome. I'm not sure if they came from you. Yeah, make sure about that. It's in my contacts. So if you, let me go pull that for you as well. And you can contact me. And in this contact form, you can mark Infinite Banking. And that way I know that that's what you're writing me about. Okay. So the contact me is here, and that way you can request through links whatever you're looking for, and then we'll send you an email back out, sending you the correct link, or maybe even introducing you directly to a rep. How about that? I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything else in here that I need to answer? It reminds me of when I shop for something. I should really love it when I walk out of the store. Exactly. You wouldn't go in looking for a particular color that you need and then go, oh, well, this is like I needed pink, but purple will work. No, no, you want what you need that's going to help you accomplish whatever it is you're trying to do. And the point is we have so many options on this channel that you're going to have some kind of idea of what you want to try. And that's the point of having the free consultations. I keep telling people that because people are like, this is a scam. Well, okay, why am I getting you educated in something before you buy into it if it's a scam is something that you're not real sure if it works and you go into it anyway. If you're doing that, then shame on you. You should always know that something's going to work for you before you buy into it. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So, is anybody seeing the TikTok ads where you can put this stuff on your teeth and it makes them white as snow? And so they're sitting there painting their teeth, and you can see that they're actually turning white right before your eyes. Has anybody else seen that? Because I have seen that over and over. So guess what? Christy Vann, she did it. She ordered it. She ordered it thinking, oh, this is a miracle whitener. It's going to be great. And so I ordered it. And when it came in the mail, I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, check this out. Check this out. This is this stuff that makes your teeth so white. And so I did it to him. And I'm like, okay, I don't see anything. And so I read the directions again, and then I did it to myself, and I'm like, what in the world? It doesn't do anything. It didn't do nothing. I felt so dumb. I'm like, that's what I get. That's what I get. Ah, yeah. So anyway, I was hoping that it worked. But see, I got scammed. I think it's a scam because it didn't work on my teeth or my husband's. See, I do it too. But it was only like $19.99. It wasn't like thousands. Okay. So I thought I'd try something new and see it didn't work. It was a scam, I guess. All right. My credit union wants to charge me 11% for a HELOC. Is it worth it at that rate? Yes, if it's going to gain you bunches of cash flow and you're going to be able to pay it off quickly, yes. Oh, good. I found your link for it. Thank you. We also love our Money Max. Signed up last night. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. See, she got educated and then they bought in. So that's what we do is we give you education here. You get educated if you really care, if you really are wanting a way out. then you're going to go through the free consultations just so you can get educated, just so that you know that you know that you know that, yes, this is what I want to use, or nope, this is not for me. That's all it's about. Oh, I'm so glad, Donna. Donna says that Velocity Banking is working for her. I'm so happy for you. I can't. Okay. That is, if you're in my 4-week class, then you need to go to the Facebook group. And if you're not in the Facebook group, and we're talking about the 4-week group, we're not talking about the private group I just shared. Then you need to email me, and you have my email, BJ, because I get emails from you a lot. And so email me and I can get that out to you. Is it advised to use an LOC to fund an initial infinite banking policy? Dan, that is all I have done. So I don't advise anybody, but I am saying that I do that. I absolutely fund my policies from a line. Yes, I have, and sometimes still do. Is there an age limit? So I believe it's 75. I believe it's 75, 76, somewhere in there. Not absolutely positive about that, but I believe it is 75. Okay, Rhonda? I hope that helps. Yeah, it's 75. There is a limit, Kelly. I'm pretty sure. You have to, you have to get your policies before you turn 75, I'm pretty sure. Great channel. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. Crystal says, so excited we got our HELOC for 90,000 plus to work towards our mortgage. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm so excited that everybody is getting the answers that they need. And how do you start it? I put a link up here just a minute ago. You can go ask questions there. I'll put it in here again. This is the infinite banking. Okay, no, that filled up a whole different thing. Let me try this again. I'll put the link in there I'm using Chris and Ogle's group right now, and we have a team that you can get the answers that you need to schedule your own personal analysis and figure out what you need to do in your situation. Now, I will tell you that I am so super excited with the infinite banking concept that I am using it a lot right now, funding it a lot. And the reason that I even brought it out to you is because I'm using it. Okay. Okay. 75 years. Yes. Okay. Everybody, BJ says they confirmed Saturday that it was 75 years old. Okay. And I'm putting in the infinite banking concept here, so I don't forget that. Can you refinance a HELOC for a lower rate? Yes. Yes. Do the things you teach work in the UK? Yes. I have people in the UK that are doing the infinite, well, they're not doing the infinite banking. I'm sorry. They're doing velocity banking. Things are different in other countries, so you do have to know what you're dealing with wherever you live, okay? The point being that the Money Max is there. It's under the pill method. And it's the same exact creator. It's just a different name. And then the velocity banking lines of credit are different in other nations than they are here in the US. So, but they are doing it. I've been contacted by people in the UK. I've been contacted by people in Australia, in Canada, and Pakistan even. So they're doing it all over the world, okay? You just have to know what lines of credit you have available there. Sue says, hi, Christy. My church offering is offering, I'm sorry, a 9 class, Dave Ramsey Financial University. Is there something I could learn from this, or would it just frustrate me, Sue? I don't knock anybody. And I think that if you think that you can use that, then you go for it. I went through it and it frustrated me because I don't aim to live in scarcity because the Bible does not teach us to live in scarcity. So that's why I teach you all how to use lines of credit, how to use the bank, so you don't have to live afraid and in fear if you spend an extra dollar. My God supplies all of my needs according to his riches and glory through Jesus Christ, not through pinching pennies. Did I just say that out loud? Oh my gosh, did I just say that you don't have to live in fear of spending money? We don't have a spending problem in the US. We don't have a spending problem. We have a interest problem. When you're paying interest, you are blowing your money. And I mean, come on, people. Let's think about it. If you're paying $1,000 a month in interest on a mortgage, if you're paying $50 a month in interest on a car, if you're paying $300 a month in interest on a credit card, then what would you do if you had that $1,000 that you're spending on interest? What would you do if you had that $50 that you're spending on interest? What would having an extra $300 a month that you're throwing away to interest do for you financially? Well, what it says to me is, wait a minute. If I am using a strategy that saves me that $300 that I'm paying in interest a month, or at least some of it, let's say half of it, let's say $150 of interest charges are saved. Well, wait a minute. If I take my kids to the movies and I spend $50, but I gained $150 that I was blowing on interest, oh, it's no longer a sin that I can take my kids to the movies and not be strapped for money because I flipped it instead of paying $150 in interest to some bank that I don't have to. I can take my kids to the movies and not feel guilty about it because now I have money. That's the way I look at things financially. Is where are you throwing away your money and interest? And how can you stop that? Because if you have the money you're throwing away in interest every month in your pocket, then you won't have a spending problem anymore because we're not we're not throwing away money when we want to spend time with our families, eating out at a restaurant, going on vacation. That's not throwing away money. That's making memories. That's living life. Because guess what? We're all going to get older and not be able, maybe, to do the vacations. Our children are growing up right in front of us, and we're worried about saving money to the point that we can't go do something fun with our kid because we've got to pay our bills. Everything is so messed up, especially in the American culture when it comes to finances. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I don't think it's cute one bit that I literally have adult daughters today, and I did not have the money to do anything with them when they were little. Nothing. Do you know how frustrating that is? Do you know how frustrating it is that my daughters are grown now? And before I learned about velocity banking, I could do nothing with them that I could spend money because of the guilt, because I was in that Dave Ramsey education, the mindset of, nope, we have to save this $5 because, well, you know, I need to put it on my mortgage. What's $5 going to do to your mortgage principal? Come on. What's $5 going to do? But yet, that $5 with your kids at the Dollar Tree, that just made their week, maybe, because you were able to spend $5 at the Dollar Tree to get them 5 things. Well, wait, we got to pay taxes on that, right? So the point is, take the mindset off of spending time with your family is wrong. And yeah, I've got to go get the second and the third job because I'm a sinner and I spent so much money because I wanted to buy that house or I wanted to buy the car. Buying the things is not the problem. Buying the things is not the problem. The problem is the interest that you have to pay because you bought the things. And if we can flip that and take away a lot of the interest that you're paying and put that money that you're paying towards interest onto the actual debt that you bought something that you wanted, then it's going to work out. Okay? It's going to work out because it's going to pay off your debt because you're not throwing away your money to interest. That's all I'm trying to do is give people another way to look at the finances, that we're turning it from putting our money onto debt in a different way so that we're able to do the things that we want to do and spend on without it breaking us, without us living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so um oh yeah, thank you so much, MIK, for that. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, people, you are so precious. I appreciate your support so much. Let me see here what else we're saying. Which is better, a HELOC with the lower interest rate or with the longer draw period? You can refi. So my draw period is about to end as well on my HELOC, and I'm getting in the process here of redoing that HELOC. So I just, when the draw period's about to end, just refi into another HELOC. That's all. Jared, some people can only afford Dollar Tree stuff, hon. It's very tough out there. So true, Chrissy. I did the same with my kids at 62. I'm just learning how to really manage money. Isn't that sad? That's so sad. But you know what? We're here now. Thank you so much, El Faber. I hope I said that right. Month 2. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you guys are finding the answers that you need. It just makes my life to know that the things that I used are really making a difference for so many people. I'm so thankful for that. Oh, I am going to get ready to jump off of here, though. I wanted to say hello. I wanted to show you the fantastic Facebook group and how they help each other in there. It has been a real game changer for some people getting the answers that they need without paying some guru to talk to you about your own finances. Get in the Facebook group, go in there and find out whatever answers you need. Go in there and just ask questions. That's completely free, guys. We're not asking you for any money. This is a free service. Let's see here. Is it all right to get the second lien? Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm excited now. Thank you for educating us. You're very welcome. I am so glad. I want you to be excited. I want you to be excited. I want you guys to know that there's a better way for everything. You just have to ask for wisdom from the good Lord and He'll give it to you. This is wisdom for sure that we're teaching on this channel, and it's been lots and lots of studying to get here. I've done this stuff, I've actually played with it for years just so that I can get you the information to kind of let you step right into some options. I had to play with the lines of credit for a while. I had to figure out what was going to work for me and what wasn't, and how these lines worked and what didn't. And I had to learn about, you know, outside sources like the Money Max, and I had to learn about the infinite banking. So this channel just brings it all together so that we're all kind of learning together. And as I learn more things, I teach you guys because I want you to have your eyes opened to how you can really take care of your finances in a way that you never even dreamed was possible. I mean, you never even dreamed was possible, right? The Facebook group, I'm going to put that link in here again. If you want to join that group to see what the members are saying, feel free to do that. Let's see. Everyone liked this video so more people can see this. Thank you, Norlene. Christy, is it better to pay a bigger bill off like 4,000 and carry it into your HELOC when freeze up $525 in cash flow instead of paying a credit card with a higher? Yeah, because anytime that you're taking, see where you're all joining the Facebook group. Anytime you're taking an interest rate lower, of course you're going to win, right? And if you're gaining 525 in cash flow, that's super awesome. That's going to help you pay the line back off. Francis says, hey, Christy, I feel so guilty because like you, I didn't have money when my children were younger and they're grown now. I'm 66 and just now learning through you how money works. So thank you. I appreciate that, Francis. And you know what? I do for my kids now things that I couldn't do back then. So we do take the vacations now. And I think that's pretty super exciting because the point is we can't make up for lost time, but you can start making those memories now, and that's the point, right? So my daughter even scheduled us a new vacation at the end of May because she's like, come on, Mom, we never did this one when I was little. And I'm like, you know what, you're right, so we're going to go do the stuff now, and I'm excited to do it. So the point is, get your finances under control, get into a strategy that is right for you, that's going to be something you're excited about. And then guess what? You can have the vacations. You can buy the things. We're not spenders. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say, I don't think anybody's, you know, some people may be, but I wasn't the excessive spender. I was just wanting to do things with my kids. I was wanting to buy a new outfit here and there, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want you to feel guilty because you just want to live while you're alive. Where is Bon Jovi when you need it? Right? The song is, I just want to live while I'm alive. And that's all you want to do, and you can do it. You just have to get your strategy together in line. Get excited to live because it's going to work for you. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I believe once you get set up in the strategy that's right for you, it's going to be amazing. All right. So I am going to let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Like I said, I should be jumping on here again in an hour. We're going to be talking about Money Max a little bit, getting you some answers there that you may need, and getting you excited about being alive, because I'm excited. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you don't, join me later.